Welcome back to the Lips React channel. I am Lips. We are watching episode 15 of season 7 of The Walking Dead, otherwise known as the penultimate episode of this season. I've got to say something about this season. The way that they took the time to clearly some people's dislike, but to my great enjoyment, to let us dive deeper into the psyches of these characters. I feel like this season was a big emotional beat. Granted, I do think it was needed because the boss is quite big. This isn't a little thing that we're fighting. This isn't I think in past deaths, whilst I don't think anyone had ever been killed as cruelly, I do think there was also this kind of safetiness that we had that allowed us to kind of consider the luxury of revenge because we weren't so much in a there was a key part of our life that was taken care of, and that was housing and like camp, or like safeguard, our safe camp, our that element, right? Isn't there like a hierarchy of needs that if you don't have those, it like kind of ruins the balance of your life? I know housing is one of them, or like somewhere to sleep, somewhere to live. And that if you have to like stress about that, everything else, like you can't really take on the other battles because like you're battling something, you have like an extra stressor in your life day to day. I don't know if that really makes sense. My words might be coming off a little more rigid than they should in this sense. We have this like space that allows us this safetiness that I think allowed us to obviously like the brutality of it, and then I think that like safety net that we had kind of comes together to create this very interesting scenario. I most specifically am thinking of Sasha in this moment because last I saw, Sasha ran into Negan's compound, gunshots, Rosita's running away. It's either Daryl or Dwight who's staring her down right now, and I'm scared. I am. I think for the enjoyers of combat and fighting in stories, this has like a big hill we have to climb because we haven't had a ton of that this season. But again, I think that what they've done this season is they've introduced us to quite a few new characters. I feel like they slowed it down so that we could have this moment to reconnect. One, meet the new characters and get to know them, because you're not going to, regardless of how you feel about this season or any season, the reason why the show went on for so long is because you're attached to the characters, right? That's why I think people gave up when Glenn and Abraham died, because, well, especially Glenn, it's like that was almost a day one character. People loved him, like, and he died so brutally, so it hurts. It does. Even though it's so interesting because his is a comic book death. We have to feel that connection to these characters. They have to, like, it's like the whole Benjamin of it all. We wouldn't have cared as much. We'd care because he's a sweet kid, right? But we knew him a little bit better than just, oh, that's a sweet kid, that's a human life. There's different ways in storytelling that you can slightly dehumanize someone. And it helps in a ride, in my opinion, and it helps in like a writer's perspective, because it's like, ooh, if we do this, then it's easier for them to hate them. I don't feel like they do that a lot in this show. I feel like they normally show us like the human side of them, and they're like, oh, but you can't hate this person. They're not all bad. Anywho, I'm off on a tangent and we haven't even got going. I just know I'm about to sit down and watch both of these episodes back to back. For better or worse, I am. And I'm nervous about it. But I'm also, this episode is titled Something They Need. And we do have some Bob wisdom. When fear is forcing you to give up, call upon your heart's courage to continue. That feels very apt. That feels very apt. And then to summarize my original thought, this is very back and forth. Are you keeping up? I'm like a ping pong match going back and forth between thought to thought. But I really appreciate this season for connecting me deeper to characters that I didn't feel like I knew as well. Connecting me more deeply to characters that I already really loved. showing me, giving me an introduction so that I could feel in my heart connected to these newer characters. And then also having respect for the fact that this is not a we run in, having respect for the lessons we learned in season 6 which was that we need to be humbled, we can't win every fight, we need to be strategic. And I feel like it knocked all of those out of the park. And whilst I'm terrified and I'm afraid of who we're going to lose, and I might have to refresh my makeup in between these last 2 episodes of recording tonight, I know that I really enjoyed this season. It's touched my heart. And I'll see you here, okay? See you for episode 15, and then I'll see you, let's see, Patreon, you'll get episode 16 on Thursday. Patreon, you get episode 16 on Thursday. Full length, unedited. You need your own copy to sync up and watch along. But YouTube, now we've readjusted our schedule. I don't know what day you're getting this, but we're posting on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So come back Tuesdays and Thursdays for a new episode of Walking Dead. See you in there. Ooh, we're at Oceanside. Ay, caramba.
They have guns. A lot of them.
What?
The women I met. They have an armory. They have guns.
Why didn't you tell us before now?
Oh, even Aaron's boyfriend is here.
Do you ever think about who you killed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you ready if this goes south?
It won't.
If it does, you don't need to feel bad.
I do feel bad.
You don't have to.
So if we're trying to go in peacefully, we look very apt and ready with those guns. But... oh, Oceanside. Oh, Oceanside. You don't deserve this. I'm sorry. They're abuse victims. At the end of the day, they were abused by the same guy who abused us. Oh.
You need to cover this with a tarp. We want warmth, so put out chutes before the last freeze. That way we pull back the tarp, they die naturally, saves on all the endless waiting. Get to tarping.
Got it, boss lady.
I saw a wild blueberry bush growing outside. If it's young enough, I'm gonna pull it up and replant it here. Good one will produce for over 40 years. We gotta start acting like we'll be around that long.
I love how hopeful she is.
Yeah.
Why is Gregory being... Gregory, get out of here with your stink face. Guess what? She has that you don't have. Hold on, I've got a song for it. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Once you're up, watch for the signal.
What time does the clock start?
As soon as she's in. You good?
I'm good enough.
Good enough. It's moments like this that would weigh most heavily on me. Because I would probably...
I'm glad you came.
We're using
I know
the
it's been hard.
dynamite on
I know you
them?
want this.
Didn't want this, but I'm starting to understand what's on the menu now.
Oh.
But we can keep trying to serve the saviors, and I can watch you get randomly beaten every so often, or else we can fight. So here we are.
Oh, okay.
And being with you, well, it makes abject terror tolerable.
Oh.
Should have tried harder to stop Rosita and Sasha. I'd have just waited one more day.
Well, Sasha's a good shot.
So it was not Daryl who was
Probably
there.
back at Hilltop right now. At least I hope so. We don't need him. There's a whole lot of people still gotta die.
Okay. They are holding her prisoner.
Hey there. You okay?
Don't pretend like you care.
Can I get some water?
I should introduce myself. I'm David.
Hi, David.
I wonder if you remember me from last night. I was the guy that gave the rope to the guys that tied you up. I always keep some close. It's just all kinds of fun and interesting things you can do with rope.
Okay, now you're being creepy. That's sexual assault. Okay. That's...
If I give you some water,
Oh my god.
will you do something for me? Something you're not supposed to do. Will you?
Fuck you, dude.
Tell me how thirsty you are.
That's disgusting.
Go to hell.
Hell yeah. That's my girl.
Oh, shit.
This fucker probably likes that, though.
Fighting's just gonna make it last longer.
Okay.
Which, for the record, is fine by me. Hey!
Hi, Negan.
What the hell are you doing in here?
Negan, sir.
Do you really think I need you to answer that? I can see that you're trying to rape this woman. You were trying to rape this woman, weren't you?
Yes, he was.
Rape is against the rules here. I wouldn't want to be somewhere where it wasn't.
Oh! Oh! Wait, do it. Do it, you won't?
You really crossed the line here.
Yes, he did. Ah! Let's go!
I do not accept your apology.
I do not accept your apology! And you know what, Negan?
Get,
Sasha.
That is a beautiful name.
Okay. Look, just because you just killed the rapist.
Get
doesn't
Sasha
mean-
here a new t-shirt.
Thank you. And can we get a new cell? Or do we have to sit with his blood?
I'm sorry you had to see that. Sorry about the rope, too. Probably overkill, but you did cause one hell of a fracas last night. Oh, shit.
Do you think we're just going to be grateful for you killing the rapist?
You were there. I get it now. I gotta hand it to you. You got some beach ball-sized lady nuts on you coming in all kamikaze like that. Did Rick put you up to this?
No, he sure as hell didn't.
Rick,
This, she... Did
you
she...
bitch.
Oh. She's kind of not
By
wrong.
the way, you must have thought it was gonna be the end coming in on your lonesome like that. But that's not the way it's gotta go.
This had to be a plan of hers, because no way she thought she was going to come in here like that.
This knife is yours now.
That is a big-ass knife.
Now, you can use it to slit your wrist, which would be a damn shame, but I get it. Now, you can sit there and do nothing. Wait for old David to come back to life and eat your face.
Oh.
You can use that blade and stop old Rapey Davy from becoming dead alive, Rapey Davy. Save yourself. Join the cause. I'm a man short. And you got those beach ball-sized lady nuts, and I want to harness the heat coming off of them.
She's never going to work for him.
Can help me run this place one day. Following the rules, working on the same side of things. That's all this was ever about. I know it's hard to picture considering what I did. We all got shit to get over.
We do all got shit to get over. I think I'm just always amazed at his ability to manipulate.
I just want you to understand. We are not monsters.
Okay, so you have boundaries for your... You're still a monster to me. I am having the strongest sense of Andrea in this moment. I don't know why. I cannot stop thinking about her and how she died right now. It's Eugene.
What did they do to you?
They're keeping me safe.
They didn't do shit to him, actually. They gave him pickles and
I brought you some creature comforts.
a nice bedroom.
Full disclosure, the pillow was not hypoallergenic. There was some debate as to whether or not I should come in here. They said in the event of a hostage situation with a pig sticker that I would fully be on my own. Negan relayed to me his offer to you. It's my opinion that you should accept said offer just as I did. I know it's a hold your nose situation, but taking up with the management here was indeed the correct select.
Hold your nose situation. Interesting.
I believed I could be brave, that I could be a survivor like Abraham was, and riding that RV into the sunset was some of the greatest 37 minutes of my existence.
Oh.
But I know now that I was full tilt delusional. I have never in my life been as scared as I was that night in the woods. And seeing it happen to someone brave, and then the pants pissing terror of the rinse and repeat of that very same event, I couldn't.
I can't blame him.
Being here means I'll never have to again. And neither will you if you just say yes. Please say yes.
What's so interesting, at least from Sasha's point of view, is that
They would want you to.
she literally thinks less of Rick because of how he responded in this moment. But that's, I think, like,
wouldn't.
that
I do.
extra taking Rick away and breaking him down a little bit more is so crucial to that he had that fight in him and it got beat out of him, you know?
He's starting to.
Please, go.
I fear that situation of saying that if she kills this guy or stops his zombie form, he kind of insinuated, if you do that, you know, you're choosing to stick with me, you're choosing to join my team. And it doesn't really give her a choice, right? It's the illusion of a choice.
I think I've seen you outside the walls.
Built these walls to use them. I was hoping we could talk. Then I saw you come out here alone. I was concerned.
Oh, no, you weren't.
Where are your friends?
They went out. They're looking for something they need.
Yeah, they are.
I'm just wondering, why are you still here, Maggie? And Carson gone?
Oh,
I heard you were going to get him back.
That's right.
Was it just something you said?
Maggie, you got to start trusting me. You know, people are tense, they're worried.
Trusting you.
We could present a united front.
Oh, you want to use
It
her
would be
now.
a lot easier if we actually were a united front.
So true.
I need to be more open to working together. I apologize. I never intended for things between us to come to this point.
He knows that she's gaining respect and trust from the others, which is something he's losing.
It's never too late to change, you know that. If you're serious, I'll come by later and we can talk more. I thought this would just take a second. You mind keeping an eye out while I finish up? Did you do that?
Oh.
Happy to.
Has he ever killed one? Don't even think about it, buddy. Don't even think about it. He's... He thought about it. He thought about it. I'll remember that.
Oh, we got one.
I'll do it.
I'm here to protect the pregnant lady. I don't need the pregnant lady to protect me.
Have you ever killed one before?
I wouldn't be here if I hadn't.
I don't believe him.
It's fine. I got it.
No.
Even if he has, he hasn't killed many, right?
Fine. Do it.
Oh, calling for her to help?
Please help me!
Yeah, and she did. No hesitation.
You okay?
Oh, she's so good. Oh, hi. Do we know you?
He hasn't killed one before. He's learning.
It's not what he told us.
Oh, yeah, well.
Thanks for help.
You're welcome. Sorry.
Hi.
Damn, she snuck in real good.
And put your hands on your head.
We should have just killed you in the village.
Yeah, I mean...
Be glad you didn't.
You're not alone, are you?
Sit. Hey, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
You promised. Yeah, I did. Put your hands on your head.
Yeah.
I didn't have a choice.
Why are you here?
You always have a choice.
My friends are out there right now, and they're gonna take this place, hopefully without firing a shot.
What are you talking about?
We need your guns. You should join us.
No.
The Saviors killed your fathers. Beatrice said there was more out there, and she was right. They came back. They killed my friends. They killed my girlfriend.
Yeah.
They took us over. They took everything from us. We do whatever the Saviors tell us to do.
They've been there.
Just talk to the leader of my group. Rick, just talk, and we don't have to take over this place. We don't want to. I can give them the signal to stop this, but you have to tell me right now.
Shit.
Listen, we're not just hiding in the woods. We're doing something. We're not giving up.
Come on now.
But the world can belong to good people, to fair people. If we're all just brave enough to try.
We are not good, and we are not brave. She is. That's why we're in this mess.
She is. That's true. Oh, that's true.
Doesn't matter.
We didn't have enough time to do all this. Oh my god. That's a little fucked up. That's a lot messed up.
There, Arsenal.
On the ground now.
Please.
Kind eyes. We did the shoot at the ground technique that Terminus did on us.
Your people killing my people?
The bombs were outside the walls. You could have stopped this.
I can't believe we used those bombs.
It's my legs.
Stop, stop, back up, back up. Cindy, stop!
Yeah, that was so clearly.
It's empty. We didn't come here to hurt anybody.
Cindy, give it here.
Just talk to Rick.
Shut up.
Oh.
Tara said your forests are relatively clear, so we won't take any chances. No one needs to get hurt. This is just about what you have. What we need.
You need to let everyone go. And leave right now. Just walk away or this one dies.
Yeah, we'll leave you alone. But we're taking your weapons with us. That's not gonna change.
Sean, don't!
I'm nervous.
They want us to fight the Saviors.
We tried that. We lost. Too much.
They lost a lot. They lost a lot.
We're gonna win.
We don't know that.
With your guns, with or without your help.
Put the gun down.
You kill me and you die. And my people take the guns and nothing changes.
True. Michonne is in that tree.
Maybe we should try. Come on, stop.
You've all forgotten.
Open your eyes!
Rick! Walkers!
Oh!
Get the children behind us! They're coming!
First shift! Join them on the line! Knives out! Dead only! Dead only!
We're freeing. Wow. Look at, well, we're already working together. It just never really feels good when, on either side, when you're given a choice. Like, we were leaving here with the guns. To our credit, it was strategic, was well thought out. Either you fight with us. I mean, oh! That kid is good, I'll tell you what. Thank you.
No. We're not fighting them with you. So take your damn guns and go.
Oh. Can't blame her.
You win.
No. You win. The way you saved yourself, the way you surrendered to me just now, that is a damn good start.
He loves that.
A little birdie told me that Rick and the rest of your people are up to no good.
Who?
And well, that needs to change, and you're gonna help me change it. We're gonna find us a win-win.
Who?
Tomorrow is gonna be a big day.
Oh. It's almost impressive to be a damn near alcoholic in this timeline. Like how he gets his hand on booze. He's got something in him.
Cal,
Booze and a need for more booze.
I'm gonna need you to drive me somewhere. You're gonna want to pack a bag.
Where? He's gonna go talk to what's his face.
Word in the halls is that you're all in with things here. I assure you, you too made the correct select.
I was wrong.
Uh-oh.
I can't.
Yeah.
I won't. Trying to figure out how I could. With what happened. With our friends still out there, still being hurt by them.
Yeah.
I don't know how I could have said that.
That's manipulation.
I am trapped.
Yes, you are.
You have to help me.
I will. I'll help you get used to the idea and...
You have to get me something. A knife, a gun.
For Negan?
No!
Yeah. So she can kill herself?
He's gonna use me to hurt my friends.
Yes, he is.
Our friends.
The same way he's doing with Eugene.
And there is nothing I can do about it. Except make sure I'm not alive to give him the chance.
Oh my gosh.
I have to die. Don't let them use me to hurt our people. Please.
That feels so helpless. What are you gonna do, Eugene?
I will consider it.
Don't consider it, just do it. Help us. Oh.
Thank you.
You sneaky little... No, she doesn't want it for herself. She wants it for Negan. But she knows that the only way... Okay. Wow, I'm impressed.
We don't need all this, do we?
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Well, I think we do.
It's not just the ones I killed. I think about the people I didn't kill, too.
We're gonna bring them back when it's all over.
I want to go with you. Some of us do, but not all of us, and it has to be all of us. My grandmother thinks you'll all be dead.
Yeah, well, your grandmother's wrong about a lot of things.
Oh.
Thanks for saving my life before. And the other time. Oh, and then the other time.
Thank you for what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're not leaving us any?
Nope. See you later, Rachel.
Rick's like, what? That's a kid.
You okay?
Oh.
Yeah. You're right. I don't have to feel bad.
Oh. I mean, we did get out of there with our honor intact, I'll say that much. And there were some of them that agreed with us in the end.
I've given our last exchange a good hard pro-con think. I've decided to grant your request.
Did he bring her the pills?
Homemade by yours truly. It'll bring about certain death in approximately 20 to 30 minutes upon the moment of ingestion. I'd like to believe that it's painless. I'm not certain.
Not what she wanted.
For the record, I absolutely do not want you to go.
Oh, Eugene.
But it sounds to me like you happen to be already gone.
She did plead a really good case. A really good lie she had there, you know?
Hey, are you okay?
Where's Sasha?
There's someone here.
Uh-oh. Oh. Fair enough.
He says he wants to help us.
Do we believe? I mean, I do believe him. I do.
You want to help? I do. Okay.
Pardon me?
Get on your knees.
All right. Get on your knees. Wait. That's so funny. I cannot believe they had Rick say that in our modern day culture. How many people have that clipped and are using it? Between that, I feel like Rick saying get on your knees and then Arthur Morgan saying good girl. The internet is too crazy out there for this. If there's one thing I've ever overthought the most in this show, it's definitely the ocean side of it all. It does put me into a really contemplative state, and I can't get Tara's words out of my head about what makes us like more deserving of going and doing this, and is it because we're gonna like is it because if we like do this and she's so confident that we'll win, is it because like it comes back to the thought that yep, if they do this, then yeah, more people will survive because of it, right? In theory. In theory. I mean, it's a perfect storm. We've got so many groups of people who are ready to fight. And something that is happening regardless of Negan is the people struggling as they lose their choice, as they lose their autonomy. We saw it really deeply with Richard, where it just kind of sends people over this ledge. It kind of the grip on reality, the grip on stuff like that is kind of starts to wane away because you don't have a lot of choice anymore. So what's the point? What is the point? For someone like Sasha, I love the Sasha parallel to Eugene because Eugene, like at first, until Sasha decided to pretend that she wanted to die to get Eugene to help her, it was it felt very real that they both were just swayed to do what they needed to do to survive, right? And I think we've seen that with Negan, that he's very, very, very good at manipulation and individualizing that. He's not doing the same flavor of manipulation for each person. He's doing it one by one. He's taking into account the kind of person they are, and he has a quick read on people and kind of how much force you need to break them down, and and I think the ripple effects of that. It's almost superhuman of him. It's almost verging on supervillain powers, you know? Like it's not like, oh, this is just a villain. It's like, oh, this is a very special super villain. Somehow he's got mind reading manipulation powers that I've never seen before in my life. But it doesn't really feel I don't feel as hopeful as I expected to feel. Um and I don't know if that's because maybe I'm still beat down. I think something that I really don't like, something that does kind of take me out of it, is this like I thought we for the most part, I feel like we've done this strategy, we've done whatever, but then this like every single time they make Taurus say we're gonna win, I'm like flashback into season 6. Didn't we learn we can't go into situations assuming we will win? Isn't it so much better for us to have a level head? I think when Tara says that though, it's like deeper to her. It's not just like the winning of that. It's like I think that she could like die and still feel like if they killed Negan, if they got things under control, that they've won. Even if like her last words were like, "We did it," you know. Um, I'm just, I don't have that hope right now. I know we have people. I know we're gonna start this fight, but I do feel like we're in a cell with little to no choice, and we're just along for the ride. You know, we have to fight Negan. We do, to be fair. We do. I don't disagree with that. We spent a whole season not doing it. It's time. We've got the numbers. We've got the guns. We do. But I think what it is that we didn't we don't know the full extent of why this Natalia, the old woman of Oceanside, the leader of Oceanside, I don't know deep in her heart why she feels so adamant that she can't do this and won't let her group do this. But I think that weighs heavily on me. It's interesting to see most people ready to fight back, and I think that's brave. I do. I think that's brave. I think that's strong of them. I think it's the thing that needs to be done. It is. But I also don't think that the inverse of that, the frustration and the beatdown and the just wanting to live. Like I do think with Oceanside specifically, it's funny because I think like the kingdom not fighting, I'm like, you got like stop being a little baby back bitch. I'm not gonna put barbecue sauce on this meal. Get out there and fight, Ezekiel. But when Oceanside does it, I'm like, I feel differently. And I think what it is because they do have freedom for now, at least, right? And they have this good little society and they're just kind of not trying to bother anyone. and it like seems like we're gonna mess up their whole lives. But I feel like I have respect for them just like getting out because that was brave to get out. They couldn't fight. They tried. They lost a lot of people they couldn't fight. I wouldn't I don't think it I think it makes sense that there's people in that group that don't feel capable of going back. Obviously, we have the numbers. Obviously, there's people within the Oceanside group that also feel like probably akin to like Sasha and Rosita and Rick and all of us, and like they want to get that, they want to get there, get back, but they also do have that safety and security. And I did say that like revenge seems like a luxury that we can afford because we have that safety and security. So we don't have to spend every day bogged down with like where are we getting our well, we do have to think about where we're getting our food, but it's not like where are we going to sleep tonight? Is it going to be safe? Who's going to be on lookout? It's like all that stuff is set in place. We have a system. So that makes kind of the day-to-day stuff a little bit easier. Obviously, we have to scavenge for food and supplies, but there's a huge part of our day-to-day life that we don't have to think about because we are safe behind those walls to some extent, right? Obviously, we know people can breach them. And so our mind can wander a little bit. It freed us up a little bit. But I'm nervous. I don't feel hopeful. Because I also feel like there's just no way we get out of this unscathed, right? And I feel like because I'm not totally I, I'm not the fire and resentment I have for Negan is not as present as it was in episode 1. It should be. Like it's there, but I also feel like they've done a decent job of like bringing us a little bit well, not really for the Negan of it all. He's pretty dark. But then it's like then he's like Linda, but he has like rules and a moral compass. It doesn't let people rape, which is like the bare minimum, to be honest. So like he doesn't deserve any cookies for that or flowers for that, but like it is nice to see that, I guess. Oy. But he probably also let that guy go in there. Probably also knew that guy was gonna do it. Probably has seen him do it before. I don't know. It's all pretty icky. But I don't feel like there's so many innocent people, I think, within the Negan compound, is what it is, you know? And I think that's the Dwight of it all has done. Obviously, Dwight is like on his knees for Daddy Rick right now, so that and that's a plot twist, but also like that could be fake. I just don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. I'm not going in there like we're gonna win. I'm going in there thinking like there's a way that we get in there and then we're in an even worse situation. And that's what scares me. So I'll see you for the finale. It's sure to be a good one. See you soon, guys.